Yes, rinig na rinig. Hello everyone, Lillian here.
Ayan, now for our new listeners, in each episode, we'll be chatting with managers from diverse backgrounds, sharing their stories and strategies for success. Whether you're a seasoned executive or aspiring leader, get ready for insights, inspirations, and surprises along the way.
So grab your coffee, settle into your favorite chair, and get ready to explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between life on the job.
Before we jump into today's topic, let's do a quick recap of our last episode. Remember when we chatted with Sir Lando?
Uy, sobrang saya ng discussion natin with him. We got to learn all about the ins and outs from running a bustling restaurant, from managing the kitchen chaos to keeping the customers happy. Ay, grabe, what a ride.
Totoo. It was fascinating to hear their experiences and the strategies they used to overcome challenges. Plus, hinahanap-hanap ko pa rin yung dish na nirecommend ni Sir.
Hi, same here. Pero enough about reminiscing. Let's tell our listeners what's in store for today's episode.
Today, we're switching gears a bit and diving into the accounting world.
We have a true expert in the field of accounting and financial management. Please welcome Dante Fuentes, CPA, CFE, and CAMS.
He worked in the banking industry for 40 years in 5 different banks until he retired as a Group Chief Compliance Officer. Mr. Fuentes became the president of the Association of Bank Compliance Officers INC or ABCOP for 12 years from 2006 to 2018 and now serves as one of the advisors to the board of ABCOP since 2014.
Additionally, from 2006 to 2018 and from 2016 to 2018, he was an ex-officio member of the Bankers Association of the Philippines Committees on Operations and Risk Management, respectively. Now, he is the president of the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners Philippine Chapter since 2014.
Sir Dante is not only a certified public accountant but also holds certifications as a certified fraud examiner and a certified anti-money laundering specialist. Wow, talk about an impressive resume.
Diba, with his wealth of experience and expertise, Sir Dante is sure to provide us with some invaluable insights into the world of financial management and fraud prevention.
To kickstart our episode today, let us hear from Lillian, who is now together with our guest.
Hello everyone, here with me today is my Lolo Sir Dante Fuentes. Please say hi to our viewers.
Morning, everybody. Hello. Ganyan ba?
Welcome to our podcast, sir. We are glad and excited to have you as our guest today, and I'm sure that our viewers and listeners will also enjoy today's episode.
So as we heard, you worked in the banking industry for 40 years. Grabe, that is such a long time.
Considering na ang tagal mo na po sa banking industry, pwede ka po ba mag-share sa ating listeners on what initially drew you to the field of accounting and how did your career evolve over time?
As I said, it took me 8 years to finish college. Had I decided to take medicine, I would have been a doctor. The medicine career course is something like 9 years. Even priesthood is something like 9 years. I would have been a priest or a doctor, no? But I opted to be a school bukol, as I mentioned in my material, no? I was part of the first quarter storm. That was the time when the Philippines was in a turbulent situation, no? Rallies, petition, at that time you have your Kabataang Makabayan, Samahang Demokratiko ng Pilipinas, etc., no? The first quarter storm, as they call it. Now, I was working then as a collector of a memorial company, and that was the Davao Memorial Park. So I have to support my study that was in college with working. So I was a working student. And when I finished college, my dad, no, my father, who's also a certified public accountant, uh, gave me some of his clients, something like 20 clients. No? So therefore, I review the books, no? And I do bookkeeping, I do accounting, I studied, because I was not yet a certified public accountant at that time. So I was just preparing the worksheet, I was just doing the auditing, I was just doing these things, no? The basic works, no? Because I was not yet a licensed certified public accountant, meaning I cannot certify the books. but I can work on it as an auditor, as a bookkeeper, but I cannot sign, no, as a certified public accountant. So who signs the books, no, or the report? It was my father because he was the certified public accountant. So that's where I started. And then when I was already in the bank, I still maintained some of the client, but I have to move to Metro Manila, so I left them, no, some 20 accounts, no, I left them. And in Metro Manila, I started working as a bookkeeper, in a condominium corporation. So I was just doing the billing, the statement, sending out a billing statement to customers or tenants, no, or owners of the condominium unit. So from there, and as I mentioned, when I was in the bank already, I was in charge of the systems and procedures unit. Sideline ko at that time was doing bookkeeping. So that's what make me understand better the accounting. And eventually in the bank, I became the head of the accounting department. Okay. Through the years, no? That's why I spent from 1978 to 2001, I became the chief finance officer, no? And part of the CFO's job is managerial accounting. And that's one of my expertise at that time because I mentioned in my note, that was the highest rating that I got was in managerial accounting.
For how many years nga po ulit kayo nag-work as a manager?
That's 78 to 2001.
Grabe! It's quite amazing po how your career has evolved over the years, no? Now, pag-usapan naman po natin yung role nyo as a managerial accountant. Can you describe a typical day or week in your position and what were your primary responsibilities?
At that point, you're already considered a boss. So you don't do the nitty-gritty. You don't do the pencil pushing. You make decisions. So what you encounter every day are problems. You let the soldiers work. Your staff, no? The accounting staff, etc., no? The newbies, no? These are the accounting clerks, accounting, etc., no? So I'm the head. I have a supervisor. I have a manager below me. So they do the dirty work. I make decisions. And normally decisions are just, sir, is this okay or is this not okay? And that's where I apply my 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 usual thing, no? My experience and the basic that I mentioned earlier. If the transaction is well understood by me, looking at the debit and credit, then it's okay, no? That's why I said always go back to basic.
Any job is really hard, no? Sir Dante not only interprets financial statements but also decides for the company.
Yes, pero with the right determination and of course, kung mahal mo naman talaga yung ginagawa mo, then wala kang magiging problema.
It's important to heed the advice of Lolo to anyone who wants to take the same path as him. The process and job itself may seem easy, but it requires dedication, continuous learning, and the ability to adapt to challenges along the way. Of course, a great team needs a great leader.
And I'm sure that managing a team can be quite challenging. Sir, how did you effectively lead your accounting team to ensure accurate financial and reporting analysis?
Treat them as friend. Do not treat them as your empleyado, no? Or your subordinates. When you work hard, you should work hard. When you play, you should play hard also. So no, normally at that time when I was still young doing my career, we work hard, no? And normally after work, we go to pipe thirsty, no? We sit down, we gather together, we treat each other as barkada, no rank, no. And then we drink, we make everything happy, and then we discuss what happened for the day, and then we improve on the mistakes we make for the day. If there was one, we say, and then we make fun of it. No, we don't. We don't. I for one do not scold my staff in the office. I never did that because you're dealing with a human being. Nobody would like to get scolded in front of other employees. You have to give that person some dignity. No? You cannot say, Isa cannot say, ay, kasi si Christine was doing this. Ay, kasi si... No. Whatever happens to Isa, she made it happen that way. It's her choice. It's your choice to be who you are today. And of course, do not forget, no, sometimes there's a person upstairs. You have to seek guidance. Sino yung tao sa taas? We call him Chief Executive God. Si God. Always pray.
So of course, wala namang kwento na puro masaya lang. I can imagine
Of
you face some
course.
significant challenges in your role. Can you share
Hmm.
naman po yung most memorable challenges na encounter nyo and paano nyo po ito na-overcome?
Okay. Let's not talk about yung normal office intrigue. It's an intramural, no, so to speak. Don't mind those things, no, because definitely one will always be there in the organization who will be making inggit, no, because you're doing better than yung mga ganon, no. These are normal things, no. But to me, these are just little things that I don't care, no. Just do your thing. Okay. The most memorable thing that I did in my career as a certified public accountant when I was working in a bank, no, that bank was in the brink of collapse. Now it was being prepared to be sold, no, because the owners, current owners, have no longer any interest, no, to own a bank. So they want to sell. That's why probably that bank was in the brink of its collapse, no. So as an accountant, I was able to help the owners, no, carry on with the accounting practices of that bank. Did some accounting trick to prolong the life of the bank because the owners and the board says give us time to be able to look for a buyer or a new investor. And lo and behold, no, in 6 months' time, the that bank was bought, no, by a group of businessmen, no, and they transformed that bank into another bank, merged it in another bank, no, and without mentioning the name of those banks, the employees of that bank, because of what I did, were able to transfer, no, to that institution who absorbed, no, the bank where we used to work with. So it was not a failure in a sense. They were able to convert that bank into a new entity, no, because ownership changed hands. And when it became a new entity or a new bank, they were able to absorb it, no, and merge it with a bigger bank. So ganun po yung nangyari.
Despite all that, Sir Dante still managed to get up and recover from all of it. Every fairy tale ends with a happy ending, but for our podcast,
Siyempre, bibigyan natin ng bragging rights ang bawat guest natin.
Prize for you, Lolo. I'm sure you had some notable successes as well. Can you discuss any memorable accomplishments you achieved while serving in the managerial accounting capacity?
Bragging rights, probably I'm a certified public accountant. Nakapasa ako sa exam. I'm a certified fraud examiner. Okay. I was a certified fraud examiner without taking an examination. How did I become? They have a rule then sa US that they call grandfather rule at the time. What does it mean when you say grandfather rule? It means you'll be awarded a certificate or the title based on your experience, not based on taking an examination. So it was something that I was very proud of because it was an achievement. I did not have to take the exam. So the other bragging right that I have is that I'm from the province. I'm from Davao. I graduated from a University of Mindanao, no? University of Mindanao. But I have people or staff under me, graduates from Ateneo, graduates from Lasal, graduates from UP, graduates from UST. As Duterte said, no? President Duterte said, his classmates were like, for example, Dominguez, no? Former Finance Secretary Dominguez. They are cum laudes. And Duterte was his school bukol. But who is the boss? Duterte became the boss. So I can liken my career in that because I was a school bukol, but I have people under me graduating from LaSalle, UP, Ateneo, all the prestigious school, and I came from the province. That's one bragging right that I have. And the most important, and until now, I'm very proud of because I retired 2018, December 31, 2018. Today is 2024. It's 6 years after. I'm still being sought after, no, by banks, no, to consult me, to get me as an advisor. No. As part of my good career, I was director of two banks. No. And I don't have an investment in that bank because of my experience. They took me in as director. But there again, no, I can only absorb two banks because there's a limitation, meaning there's a rule in the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas that you cannot be a director, no, of the same bank, of the same category. So I'm a director of a rural bank. I'm a director of a savings bank. I still have other chances, no, for a universal bank and non-stock savings, etc. But again, those are my bragging rights. No? Again, probably why did I have these bragging rights? Was it because of hard work? Was it because of luck? To me, I would say it was more of a gift from God. I just did what I have to do. As I said, just do what is right. People will recognize your achievement and they will look for you, you know, and they will be the one asking for your help. They will be the one who will approach you. No? Some people will sell. They're good at this, they're good at that. Marami pong ganun. There are so many people. I've read a lot of CVs, biodata, etc. No? But because of my experience, no, I can read no, a biodata that's bola, no, wala, ano, ampaw. So final advice probably is always no, be sincere. Everything should come from your heart. Be passionate about the things that you do, and never underestimate a person. There is always something good in every person that you meet. No? The person that you meet, probably no, you're not yet aware of it, becomes your friend. No, not an enemy. Normally, it will end up becoming a friend. No, so yun.
Grabe, super inspiring na naging interview/kwentuhan natin kay Sir.
Kaya nga ang dami nating natutunan sa kanya from improving your skills, knowing the responsibilities of a manager, useful strategies, and even possible challenges that we may experience along the way.
Oo, at huwag din nating kalimutan yung mga advices na binigay sa atin ni Sir. Yung mga advices na ito, pwede nating gamitin hindi lang para sa future natin, kundi sa pang-araw-araw na buhay natin bilang estudyante.
Tama ka dyan, Candice. As we reach the end of today's journey, we want to express our gratitude to each listener who embarked on this podcast with us. Your engagement and enthusiasm fuel our passion for exploration.
That's right! If you enjoyed the conversation, help us spread the word by sharing Twinkling Tinkerbells with your friends and leave us a review. Your feedback guides us on this creative expedition.
Stay connected with us on social media to stay updated on coming episodes, behind-the-scenes content, and community discussions. We love hearing from you guys.
Join us again next time as we dive into new topics, fascinating stories, and thought-provoking discussions. Until then, continue your journey, stay curious, and may your days be filled with discovery. This is
Twinkling Tinkerbells on the Job Podcast, signing off with the promise of more excitement in the episodes to come. Take care and thank you for being a part of our community. Bye-bye!